Hello, my name is Jennifer Downing, and I am a senior at Cal State University, San Bernardino. As a senior in my last year of my bachelor's degree, I am I was asked to make this video for my Humanities 197 class about who I am and what has led up to my life that has made me want to become an educator. I decided to name this video The Weight of 900. So what? I chose to focus on those words because during orientation last year, when I was a transfer student to Cal State, Professor Dorch said these words to us and really hit the mark of why do you want to be an educator? She let us know that during our career, 900 lives will be impacted of the personal relationships that's going to pass through our classroom for 30 years. And I thought that that was a huge deciding factor of how important those words are and why I wanted to title it The Weight of 900. So I have been in education for the last 11 years. I have been an instructional assistant for special day class. I've been with the district for 11 years, San Bernardino City Unified School District. And my first 6 years I worked with middle school as an assistant. After 6 years, I decided to transfer job titles to special day class. I was transferred to an elementary school where I was moved to a first, second, and third grade classroom. Now, working in education all these years has very much confirmed the reason why I want to pursue education. One of the reasons I wanted to pursue education is because I have an older sister. She's 2 years older than me, and she has special needs. When I was 14 years old, so when I was a freshman in high school, this is where it really started to impact me, and I started seeing how important it was. In my older sister's education, we were at the same high school. My mother was actually, she was doing the same job title I was. She was instructional assistant for day class at the high school, San Gregorio High School. So while my mom was doing that same thing that I grew into, I also learned a lot along the way. And in the process, I learned a lot about my sister and the difference between my education and hers, not necessarily good or bad, but just the different route that it takes being in special education. So I felt at a young age that I was my sister's protector, and I was the one that was making sure that nobody was making fun of her and that she wasn't having a hard time, because I was always there. Whatever school we were at, we were always together pretty much. So she's a huge part of the reason why I wanted to become a teacher, because in the process, I learned a lot about myself and how I wanted to help others, especially young children. I also had a handful of really good teachers that I've had growing up. Some of the most impactful were my second and third grade teacher, and they stood out to me the most because I just remember them taking so much time, and the passion that they put into their teaching really left an impression on their students. In my second grade, my teacher, she would go above and beyond for us. She would make us work hard to earn these incentives that she provided for us. And when our class earned them, I could just tell how much passion and love that she had for us. And I feel like that stayed with me for a lot of years. In my third grade, our teacher, as little as it may sound, when we were practicing our multiplications, the people that had passed their quizzes, she would buy them lunch at Baker's. And even though I'm not saying it was the gift itself, but the fact that she would go and reach into her own pocket to help us succeed and give us that motivation really left a long-lasting impression on me, because I could, even as a young age, I could tell that she was genuine and she really wanted us to exceed. If I could focus on the reflection that I've had taking this class, I would say at first it was really intimidating because I wasn't expecting a professor to be so upfront and abrupt with us. As a student in my last year, I'm practically a professional student now, and you never really have the teachers that really push you to make you think outside the box and to dig deeper into these parts of your life that are so important. So what I gathered from this class was it forced me to dig deeper into the quality of my work and what I had to say. Everything that I've written for this class, I've noticed myself taking extra time to make sure it's perfect, and it did the job of what I needed to say and how I felt from the heart. It also pushed my comfort zones and helped me really challenge myself in doing things such like this of recording myself. It forced me to look closely into the quality of my work, and then also having the opportunity that she presented with extra credit also exposed me to different cultures and kind of gave me that chance to really open my mind up into education and basically what the world had to offer. As somebody that is very much looking forward to be an educator, I cannot wait until I'm in that classroom influencing others the way I have been influenced and giving back. As being a teacher, I feel like this way of me giving back to the community is building the lives of these little people, whether it's confidence and love, an additional support system. I know that I want to be there in these children's lives and help build them up. And that's why being an educator is important to me.